Hey guys, so now we're going to learn about quadratic formula and solving quadratic equations. All right, okay, so we've done factoring, we did taking square root, and now we're going to do quadratic formula. The quadratic formula and completing the square always, always, always work, no matter what. They are just super long. I hope you're enjoying my no makeup. The kids are playing outside. I'm trying to multitask here, work. All right. So quadratic formula, this is something I'm not going to require you to memorize, but it is negative b plus or minus the square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And here's where we get the numbers, or those letters. Here's where they come from. All right, b is the number touching x. A is the number touching x squared. And c is the constant, the number by itself. So that's where those numbers come from. And then we just substitute it, we plug it in, and simplify. So negative b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. All right, a is 1, number touching x squared. B is negative 3, the number touching x. And c is negative 18. All right, negative b. So negative 3 plus or minus the square root b squared, so negative 3 squared. Make sure you put parentheses around that. Minus 4a c. Notice every time I substitute something, I'm putting parentheses around it. And then 2 times a. All right, here's really why I have my camera on, not so you can see my beautiful self. All right, so I am typing in the discriminant. The discriminant is this guy. Okay, I'm not going to ask you, like, what's this name? I'm just telling you. The thing underneath the radical is called the discriminant. So I typed it in exactly. Don't hurt yourself. Look, God made somebody smart to program this calculator. All right, use your resources. So negative 3 is a positive 3. Plus or minus square root 81 over 2 times 1 is 2. Square root of 81 is 9. So now we have 3 plus 9 over 2. 3 minus 9 over 2. 3 plus 9 is 12 over 2. So we have x equals 6. 12 over 2 is 6. 3 minus 9 is negative 6 over 2. And we have negative 3. So those are our two answers. We're going to get two answers because of that x squared. If it said x cubed, we'd get three answers. If it said just x, we'd get one answer. Let's do another one. A, 1. B, negative 8. C, 3. The formula is negative b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. All right, I'm going to, in my calculator, literally type that guy. Parentheses, negative 8 squared minus 4, parentheses, 1, 3. Literally, just like that. 52. Okay. Negative 1. I mean, negative 8 is positive 8. Square root 52. 2 times 1 is 2. All right, so 52 is not a perfect square, but 4 times 13 is 52. And the square root of 4 is 2. All right, notice that 8, 2, and 2 are all even numbers, and I can reduce each one of those guys. I can reduce that one by 2, this one by 2, and that one by 2. And when I do that, I get 4 plus or minus. Remember, the ones are kind of like invisible. 13. So I don't need to put a 1 right there, and I don't need to put divided by 1. So that's my answer. I know it means nothing to you, but it's a like for a real number. 7.6, some stuff, and 0.39, some stuff. All right, let's do this guy. So before we do anything, gosh darn it, everything's got to be on the same side. 18x squared. I'm going to add 12x on both sides. And I'm going to write it in descending order. So like x squared, x, regular number. 2, 1, blast off. All right, A is 18. B is 12. C is 2. So the formula is negative b plus or minus the square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Alright, remember, I'm going to take that and literally type in my calculator exactly like that. Exactly, look at the bottom thing. Oh, wasn't that nice? Make sure I did that right. That sure was nice. Negative 12 plus or minus the square root of 0. 2 times 18, 36. So the square root of 0 is just 0. So what I really have is negative 12 over 36. Negative 12 divided by 36. Right? And so I can change it to a fraction. And I get negative 1/3. That's 3. All right, so we're supposed to get two answers, which is what I talked about. But sometimes, that's a negative 1. Sometimes your quadratic function just crosses the x-axis once. And so that's what we're finding here. We're finding what x equals. And so this is called a double root when you just get one answer. Right here, A is negative 1, B is negative 7, C is 3. And the thing is, negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, that's a 3, over 2a. So negative 7 is positive 7 plus or minus square root. Let's do negative 2. I'm going to type in that in my calculator. 7 squared minus 4, negative 1, 3. I get 61. Oh my God, my dog. Mailman drove by, my dog went crazy. All right, that, when I typed in, I had it on my calculator and then I got distracted by my dog. All right, minus 4, negative 1, 3. We get 61. So I'm going to type in Miley. Hang on, let me make sure. All right, Miley's in timeout right now. She does not need to walk around. Y'all say hello to Miley. Okay, so 61. All right, 61 is a prime number. You can't take any, can't divide it by 4, can't divide it by 9, any of that. So the only thing we need to change is this negative 2. And you can't, you can't keep that negative on the thing, on the bottom. So we'll just put it in front, and there we go. All right, mailman's gone. Okay, here we go, guys. Okay. Okay, so A, 4, B, negative 3, C, 2. The formula is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Right, negative 3 is 3 plus or minus 2 times 4 is 8. In my calculator, I'm going to type negative 3 squared minus 4 times 2. All right, and I get negative 23. Totally fine that I get negative 23. Okay, and negative 23, you can't pull out a 4, you can't pull out a 9, can't pull out a 16, but we have a negative, so that means 3 plus or minus I, 23, because I is the square root of negative 1 over 8, and we're done. Can't do anything else because 3, there's an invisible 1 right there, and 8 can't be reduced. If it was like, I don't know, 4, 2, and 8, we could reduce all of that, but we can't. So we're done with that. 3 plus or minus I square root 23 over 8. All right, let's do this again. A, 2, B negative 3, C, 6. The formula is negative B plus or minus square root B squared minus 4AC. Oopsies, didn't mean to like cross all that off. All over 2A. All right, negative negative 3 is 3 plus or minus something, and then 2 times 2 is 4. Negative 3 squared minus 4 times 2 times 6. All right, we get negative 39. Negative 39, I'm going to divide by 4. It doesn't work. 39 divided by 9 doesn't work. 4 times 4 divided by 16 doesn't work. 39 divided by 5 times 5, 25 doesn't work. 39 divided by 6 times 6, 36 doesn't work. All right, so you can't simplify that either. So we're just going to take out the I. 3 plus or minus I square root 39 over 4. So we're done with that guy. And we can't simplify anymore. All right, perfect. Thanks for sitting through this crazy video with my dog and the mailman. And I will talk to you later. Bye.